all to our next lifestyle partner cohort. And all of you are representing different organizations and different SDGs, I would say. So let's start.
And the reason why 𝗚𝘂𝘀𝘁 actually came into the school uniform shoe is exactly because of this. A child spends around 6 to 8 hours in a school, for around say 12-15 years, and by the time, and that means approximately 15,000 to 20,000 hours is what he actually spends in a school uniform shoe. That is a simple lifestyle change we can actually make, which can actually make a huge difference to the child's health, mental health, as well as physical health. So that's what 𝗚𝘂𝘀𝘁 yearns to do.
So all of this is actually in the junk food, and the junk food is getting more junkier by the year, right? To the extent that it's barely food at all, right? So I think what we're trying to do at 𝗚𝘂𝘀𝘁 is saying that they're actually giving a bad name to what can be done, right? You can have chips which are okay, which are like, or at least your home cooked chips. You can have biscuits which are okay. You can make
only 1 year that we have started converting the large space ACs. Now we have DLF 𝗦𝘂𝘀𝘁𝗶𝗵𝗿, more than 150 apartments are breathing clean because of us.
We need to save today some money. We need to save so that we can secure your future. So it's not just about money and number crunching when it comes to financial literacy, as Bharat was highlighting. It's about developing habits and mindsets, and that's where it's very important that we introduce this life skill at the right age. Most of us as adults have discussed this with our close ones that काश ये पहले पढ़ाया होता तो आज यहाँ होती या यहाँ होता. Let's not give that काश to our next generations.
We are introducing basic oral hygiene habits, basic brushing techniques, which I think most of us struggle with all our life. Answering those do's and don'ts that the kids should know at a very young age.
So when we talk of SDG goals, when we talk of quality education, a very, very important aspect is access to education. And that is what we bring. We are extremely passionate about this sector. We look at these students. So when we are assessing a student, we look at his credentials, his potential, what have been his academic records. Any talented student should not lose out on a future simply because they do not come from a strong background. That is where we are.
We conduct the awareness programs at these schools also to educate the students, because at these schools, when we teach the students about the e-waste, about what happens when those e-waste are being collected, how we recycle them, what kind of product we generate out of those e-waste. So those students can replicate those activities at their communities, at their families, at their friends and all.
AI will be turning to EI, that is emotional intelligence. So to grab the opportunity in the future, we are making students ready for the market. And with the help of CBSE board at the time of Corona period, Bharat, we have shook our hands and we are providing AI integrated programs to the school students as well. So thank you once again that inviting IBM at this stage, because this is not only for the student, this is for all.
Sustainability for us at Chanakya starts just inside the classrooms. We started with understanding how the lessons are delivered, how are they assessed, and how are we improving them day by day. So for us, we are contributing towards the quality education, and we believe that the quality of education should not depend on where the student is sitting.
The link with sustainability is not just through a certain goals or through a certain idea. Like I think Sir said that sustainability is all about lifestyle, right? So the places, by the way, Satori Paths is an experiential learning brand, and we believe in enhancing the experience of education that any individual receives, right? So now for this experience, we take people to different locations like Barefoot College till Noni.
Really thank you for all joining in and sharing your views. And we have a big round of applause for all.